My name is Odobeatu and I recently passed the SQE 2 exams on my first attempt. Two years ago, I worked as a litigation executive at Horwich Farley. I worked there for a year and 6 months. I was a litigation executive, so I handled my own case files. And currently I work as a commercial real estate paralegal. I decided to take the SQE because I saw it as a fast-track route to qualifying. I am a pharmacist and I qualified in 2017, and after qualifying I decided to do the law conversion course, which is a GDL, and then I went straight to do the LPC. Then I was, like everyone else, looking for a training contract. At the time, I managed to get a firm that did offer internal training contracts. So working with them and trying to get a training contract, I found about the SQE and I looked into it, saw that it was a chance for me to take my legal career into my own hands, and that was the main reason I decided to take the SQE. I decided to take a prep course because I felt as though I needed some structure to my revision. I'm quite good with how I revise. I know how best things work for me, but because I was fairly new into the legal field, with just having 2 years of actual school and a year and a half of experience, I needed something to give me a bit more structure and somewhat accountability as well, and I needed a level of support as well. So that's why I decided to go for a prep school. With QLTS, I came across them on LinkedIn because I was doing my research on the SQE in general, and I found that the QLTS school actually helped prepare the transition into the SQE. So I saw that as an opportunity to work with a school that knows a lot more about the exams than probably any other school. So that was my main reason for going for QLTS. Studying with QLTS was very smooth. I got a lot of support, so I got assigned a mentor and she provided me with, within a week or less than, she provided me with a timetable based on the time frame that I had to prepare for the exam, which was 4 weeks. And she was available to me for whatever questions I needed. In terms of actually getting on board with the prep school, it was quite easy. As soon as I got on the phone to someone, they gave me all the information I needed and talked me through the process smoothly. So within, I would say, a week, I was already registered and ready to prepare for the exams. The good thing with the QLTS prep resources was that they had different materials. So they had videos, they had flashcards, they had mock questions, and so there's a variety of things you could have done to prepare. The one thing I noticed that stood out for me was the mock questions. The mock questions were actually more difficult than the exam, which was actually a positive thing for me, because once I felt comfortable with the mock questions, sitting the exam was a little bit easier. So the mock questions were spot on for me. So that was my favorite material. I had 4 weeks to prepare for the SQE 2 exams, and that was a really tight time frame. So with that, I had the opportunity, because I wasn't working at the time, I took some time off, so I had the opportunity to study between 9 to 9. So I would say I studied 12 hours Monday to Friday or Monday to Saturday. But then closer to the exams, I included Sundays as well. So I gave the exam a lot of my time. I was fairly prepared. I had a limited time frame, so if I could do it over, I probably would give myself a lot longer to prepare. To put a percentage on it, I would say I was 70% prepared for the exams. but just to quantify it, I would say I was unconsciously competent. And if I had longer periods of time to prepare, I would feel a bit more confident with the exam. Passing the SQE has given me a lot of freedom. It's given me flexibility. It's given me the opportunity to explore different legal fields because now I am qualified, so I can go into different legal fields as and when I want to. It's given me the opportunity to increase my confidence in myself, because prior to passing the SQE, I was looking for training contracts like a lot of us are, and I was getting rejected and sometimes not so positive results. And so sitting the SQE made me feel more confident in my skills and my ability as a solicitor. And it's a good refresher, because I think the last time I went to uni for law in general was the LPC, which was 2 years ago. So it was a good refresher for my legal knowledge. I feel that a preparation course is essential for the SQE2 especially, because it gives you the structure that you need, it gives you the support that you need. There are also other students that you can reach out to who are going through the same process, while if you were studying independently, it could be a little bit isolating. We also got to share materials, we got to do mock questions, practice questions with each other. So I would say it's actually an essential part of me passing the SQE2 exam. I would say for those who are thinking about taking the SQE that they should go for it. They should look into what the SQE is about. It's very similar to GDL and LPC, so it's not that far off. It's just more practical and application skills. So I think jump in with 2 feet and just have confidence in yourself that you'll be able to pass the exams. And those who are currently preparing for it, my advice would be to have confidence in your answers, to have confidence in the amount of revision that you do, because you can't know everything. You can only do quality work and have faith in that. So it would just be to trust and believe in yourself. And in terms of time frame, because I took my exams, or I had a limit of 4 weeks, my advice would be the earlier the better. So if I could redo it, I would give myself 6 months, especially for the SQE2. I would say a successful solicitor to me is someone who is confident, someone who is resourceful, because you can't know everything, but knowing where to find them is always key. Someone who isn't shy to ask for help, someone who's a team player and who offers support to junior staff. But the main quality would be the confidence, because I think that is probably what stands out in terms of characteristics of a modern lawyer.